Welcome, everybody. No matter how many times you hear that there's just this, there may be still some arguing with that it can't be. It can't be this simple. It can't be this obvious. There must be more to it than this. Just this sounds so ridiculous. So unacceptable. And this is unacceptable to me. I need there to be possibilities. I need there to be a past that I've come from in order for me to be where I am. I need a future where I can realize my potential, where I can become whatever I've imagined that I could become. And there is no becoming in just this. None at all. There's no continuity in just this. There's just this. There's nothing more than this. There's nothing less, nothing deeper, nothing more profound, nothing more sacred, nothing more special. Just this, just as it appears to be, just as this seems to be. And because this is already always the case, there is only ever this, then this is no revelation. In the revelation of just this, it just seems like a lot of loss, but no gain, because this can't be gained. But it can seem like the past can be lost as a concrete reality, and the future can be lost as a concrete possibility. And when there is just this, this is not even the only possibility. It just is. This just is. And for the seeker, for me, it can feel a great disappointment. And I have to say, I can get a little pissed off with speakers who say, this is what you've been searching for. Because of course, this isn't what you've been searching for. You've been searching for something else. You've never been searching for what is. You've always been saying, what is isn't as it should be. What is could be much better. What is can't be all there is. No, you were never looking for this. You were always looking for an idea of how this could be, might be, should be, for another possibility. So whether there's a sense of self or not, this is just as it is. Whether there's a sense of this is happening to me, or I am the witness of this, I am the observer of this, I am separate from this, or there's just this, it's all just this. With or without the illusion of being separate from this. There's never been you and this. So I mentioned that this might be a disappointment. It certainly is a disillusionment. The illusion that what's been spoken of is a permanent state. There's a complete disillusionment with that fantasy. That there is anything that's permanent. There is no continuity. There is only change in the appearance. What it is that doesn't change, we can't speak of. Anything that's spoken of is always changing. And although disillusionment can feel disconcerting, there may even be despair for the one who hoped and dreamed of obtaining their dream obtaining my dream of becoming. The annihilation of that may be devastating, but it is the liberation from the seeking, from the this is never enough. Whether this is enough or not enough is undoubtedly always only all that is. And there is an incredible rest and peace in the end of the illusion. That I too could become one of the special ones who have found the truth, who have seen reality. One of the great knowers. No one knows more of being than any other being. And in that is an incredible equality, that no one knows more about this than anyone else. There's nothing to be known about nothing. And then there's liberation to know about any of the things. There's no limit to that. All relative knowledge. All knowledge is relative. The absolute is empty, full of all the relative. So in the seeming losing, nothing is lost because none of it was ever owned. If there's a fear of losing, that's perfectly natural. The whole sense of self is the holding on to what I am, to what I have. There isn't a self, but the whole grasping and holding, which feels like for dear life. You know, if I let go, then there may be a dreadful fear of falling. But there's nowhere to fall. There's only here. You can't fall here. There's always and already only here. Nowhere to go. No escape. No more escape plans. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. Michael's co-host this evening. Darren's not available this evening. If you'd like to ask a question or share anything, then just put your hand up. Alexis.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I've got a bad cold.
Oh
I,
no, I'm so
I say
sorry.
bad, you know.
Yeah. You're not
not
in
really
bed.
bad, but yeah,
Yeah.
just to make me feel a little bit self-pitiful.
Yeah. Well, good. You deserve soup and all of that.
I don't like to disrespect my gender, but men, when they have a cold, they do tend to make a bit of fuss.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm on my own, so this is my opportunity to share my misery and hopefully
Oh,
get a tiny shred of sympathy.
yeah. Big hugs. Big hugs. You got it.
But, but other than that, I'm fine. Yeah.
Good. I wanted to tell you a little story. My mom is obsessed with this new article about plants and whether they have awareness. And there are these touch me not plants, and they've been doing experiments where they sort of throw them off a ledge. And when they, fall, they sort of have developed these, it's all about like, do plants have awareness? So when they fall on something really hard, they sort of like, they like
Yeah.
protect themselves, and then they put them in these different environments like water or whatever, and then they sort of unfurl and they like feel like it's safe. And then when they throw them off and they, anyway, it's just really interesting. So I was just thinking about that as you were talking, even though it doesn't have anything to do with non-duality.
I was going to say you were thinking about that because it had nothing to do with anything that I said, which, makes me feel good about, I go to all that trouble and you thinking about
Yes.
plants putting their hands up in the air and going, no.
Yes, that's what
Well,
I was thinking about.
well, I always like the joke, for vegans that carrots have feelings too.
Yeah.
You just can't hear the carrots scream, but they are
Yeah.
screaming.
You
Um,
can't eat dinner without killing something.
but no, I don't think plants have awareness because
No.
I don't think humans have awareness.
Yeah.
I just think humans have made the awareness up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's no one to be aware.
no. So I mean, I in a mechanical, biological, mechanical way, then you could say mammals are aware, sentient in that sense,
Yeah.
but not awareness as it's usually used by human beings. And
Yeah.
no, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. The term
I
can sort of
am.
grate.
I mean, you know, I'm not fans of awareness or consciousness speak.
No, I know.
I just, I always, I, because of course, I did a lot of studying of that kind of non-duality, the conscious kind,
Yeah.
and it never resonated. And I always,
Yeah.
I just thought I was inadequate, like just as we all do when we can't get
Yeah.
something. Of course, the whole notion of the whole notion of consciousness and awareness, they're both
Yeah.
just dualistic ideas that
Yeah. Even the
aware.
word consciousness feels a little bit revolting to this whatever this is,
Well,
the
that's
body.
nice. I mean, I won't go as far as to say revolting, but
Yeah.
a little repugnant.
Yeah. Yeah, awareness was being used only sort of as like, there's a feeling like I wanted to say brain function, but plants don't have a brain, do they?
No, no. As far as I know, no. I mean, I didn't do biology to a very high level, but as far as I remember, plants don't have a brain. No.
How
No.
many brains are there in an octopus?
Oh, I don't know. Have you seen the documentary about the octopus?
Oh yeah, I love octopi. They're my
Yeah.
favorite. How they
Well,
move.
I think they have three.
They have.
Tony, my brother's here. He shouted three.
I thought they had three hearts and nine brains, but I could be wrong.
I was at three hearts. Oh, nine
I think
brains.
so.
Anita says nine brains. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So obviously they must be cleverer than us.
I mean, they have to be. And with those
Well,
little suckers, they can smell, taste,
but what about What about if 9 brains results in 9 selves, though? Then they're fucked.
Then they're fucked. Yeah.
Imagine. I mean, it's bad enough just having one brain. Imagine all those different, each brain having a separate self,
Yeah. Imagine
and
you can change
and
color at will.
they're all in conflict with each other.
Yeah. I'd love
Yeah,
to be able to change color. Octopi they can change color when they're stressed, but they can also change color. I mean, here we go again with
yeah.
the idea of
Well,
an
I mean,
intention. I don't even know if there is
that
such
is
a thing.
pretty cool. But if I was choosing a superpower, I can think of better ones.
Oh
I'm
yeah, I'd
I'm
rather
go,
fly.
I'm going for flying every day of the week.
Going for flying every day too. I'm with you. Let's fly.
Yeah.
Woo!
I mean, I still have flying dreams from
I had
like I
one
did
last
as a
night.
kid. There you go. I mean, I'm still the fantasy of flying comes up.
Yeah. I did it occur to me in my flying dream last night, like that it wasn't normal sort of every day that I was flying. And it was sort of on that cusp of like lucid dream, but it never made it that far. It was like, whatever. I
No,
know it's not.
I've never had lucid dreaming.
No?
No.
Well,
Well, not that I remember, but I
interesting.
only there's only occasion it's only occasional when I remember any detail about a dream. Anyway,
Okay. All right. Well,
I don't
I'll
know about
tell
you.
you this.
Yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
on.
With lucid dreaming, when I have become lucid, often I'll get so excited that I'll start flying and wake up immediately. And what I've learned about lucid dreaming is if I, can discover I'm in a dream, relax. Relax. It's okay.
Yeah, like you've got a choice.
Yeah, I mean, there's no choice and there's no one doing these things.
Yeah, I mean, relaxing doing anything is good.
Why can't you relax?
Well, because you want to do it well. That's why.
Yeah.
Who wants,
Yeah.
Alexis, who wants to be a shit flyer? You want to fly, you want to be a great flyer, not,
Yeah.
be bumping into things.
What I've noticed in my dreams, I'd love to fly with speed, like all around. I mean, it sounds really gorgeous, but in my dreams, when I'm flying, I'm more just like, teetering around. Sometimes there'll be like a somersault.
Ah,
Yeah.
you and your somersaulting flying.
Yeah, my somersaulting flying. Like, and it's apparent, like, I don't have, yeah, a body in the dream.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah, it is nice. All right. Well, we've done some work here today.
All good. All good work.
Oh, yes. I hope you feel better.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just
Yeah. Hey,
congested.
yeah, I just want to say, do the neti pot. Do it.
Do what?
The neti pot. I do it every morning in the spring. You like take the water, look it up, NETI, and it goes
Oh,
from
up
one,
one nostril and round.
yes, 2 drops of peroxide. Clean it out.
Oh, thanks for the tip.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Oh, plant awareness and neti pot. What do you talk about in your meetings?
Hey Tim,
Hey, who's that? Fred.
Freddie.
Hi,
Hey
Fred.
mate.
Hello, mate.
Sorry to hear you're dying.
I'm not.
I
Well,
mean,
yeah. Well, there really is no
so
death. No, yeah, I am dying of cold.
yeah. I just made me think when you were talking about superheroes and the flying and all of that. And one of the ones I always thought about was invisibility
Yeah,
and how the Invisible Man, that
yeah,
novel
yeah,
where it's a great when he eventually wraps himself up and he's he's created this formula so that he does it to himself, and he has great glee to begin with, and he just loves it. This freedom, and it is
Yeah.
a sense of liberation. But then, as it goes on, as the novel goes on, he starts to, he basically goes mad, and it seems that this message resonates with that kind of invisibility, and that, were
It
you
does.
to look in the mirror and not see anything,
Yeah.
um, there's this sudden panic, and
Yes.
and so I was always fascinated with that story and how it relates to this message.
Mm.
um, and I suppose what the madness is about, um, not belonging, and no longer having the, I suppose, reflection or the,
Yeah.
connection with people,
Yeah.
because you can know they no longer relate to you,
No.
or so. Yeah, I always was fascinated with that, but
No. I was.
yeah,
I
I
was
don't know
too.
if
As well. Yeah. That's really interesting because I'd sort of forgotten, but that I remember that. Like thinking it was a double-edged sword. Yeah, wouldn't it be wonderful? But it would be dreadful too. And there is
yes,
a strong analogy with non-duality in that, because
yes,
the thing is, you see, no one else realizes that they can't see you though. So this invisibility, I am invisible, but to everyone else I'm visible. But there is absolutely
right,
no doubt that no one sees me. But everyone else still is in the seemingly in the delusion that they do see me.
yes,
And it looking in the mirror,
yeah,
of course, there's the same reflection. Although he looks oddly like my father, I have to say that, rather than me. Um, so the face is the same, and of course, but there is a real sense of it's not my face. It doesn't belong to me, but there is a familiarity. But it's no more familiar than your face or my brother's face or my son's face. It's another familiar face. But so when I look in the mirror, I don't see me. And that's the whole illusion, that my face, behind those eyes looking back at me in the mirror, there's my sense of self looking. It's not true. And
yeah,
that could just stop appearing. I mean, I have no idea how or why, for no reason, for no real benefit, other than it is immeasurably easier not being me than it is being me, because I don't carry me around all day. There's no one, and the absence of self consciousness, which you could call invisibility. So no one else, you're not invisible to anyone else though, because remember, when someone's looking at you and they're seeing you, that's completely delusional. They're not seeing you, but it's very powerful. And most human beings just collude with each other constantly to reinforce that delusion that we are witnessing each other. There's no truth in it whatsoever. So it's just the end of that delusion. So of course it's no different. So unlike the invisible man who felt he was going insane, it's actually no different. And so the relationships and feelings and they're all exactly the same, but without this burden of them being mine. In fact, the feelings might be more intense.
Yeah.
They're certainly clearer. The feelings are much clearer without me. I constantly muddy the waters. I'm always stirring the shit up because I'm saying how I want it to be rather than just how it is. And of course, it always is just how it is in the seeming relationships anyway. So although I am invisible, everyone can see me. Well, I'm not invisible. I'm non-existent.
Right.
We only ever see bodies. That's all I'm saying. It's not mystical or anything. It's not spiritual or mystical in any sense. We all look at other human beings and we see human beings. That's all we see. But that's not how we relate to the other human beings. We relate to them as though we know and see another self who's in relationship with me.
Yes.
And it's a wonderful, it's the most simple liberation that, no, I've never seen anyone else. I've seen other human beings, but I've never seen another self. And certainly no one's ever seen me.
Right.
That can feel, the aloneness of this can feel devastating. Whilst the dream of being at one with another, if you've longed to be at one with another, this really annihilates that fantasy that me and you could become one. You know, the perfect lover idea. The one who will complete me. This is dreadful for romance.
Yes.
But I mean, that can only be a positive,
Although
surely. Because
yes.
really,
Yes.
I mean,
I
romance
mean,
in the
isn't like
sense of
making love?
you. No, I mean, then there's just love. I mean,
Right.
the
Yes.
love is very straightforward. The love never was between you and me. There was just love. There is just love. It's too simple. And
Beautiful.
love's the most natural human sense. I've no doubt about that at all. But then it's claimed by me, and then me makes demands on the love. Oh, it should be like this, and it should be like that,
Right.
and it needs to be like this. And so I make the demands on myself, and I make the demands on my lover, and no wonder it's shit.
Yes. Yeah. Wow.
I'm sorry, I went on a bit there.
No, it's
But
great.
yeah, I do. It's not really talked about. I may well use the invisibility analogy because it's good. I mean, it's so liberating. There's no sense of I'm being seen at all. And I'm no longer trying to see you.
Yes.
I mean, you think how much effort we make to see the other. Oh, it's bloody painful. Well, of course it's painful because it's impossible.
Yes. Right. But more so, the effort to be seen in a favorable light,
Yeah.
so that yes, you're trying to find out, or you're looking to the other person for some sort of connection, but it's all based on a sense of, well, for me anyway, it has been based on a sense of bravado, that I need
Yeah,
to somehow impress, and
yeah,
all of that comes into
probably.
play. And so the entire game is dropped, drops away, and so that you're no longer, because the conspiracy is worldwide and it seems to be the game that everybody is involved in.
Yeah,
To drop out of it is, where do you know, there's no game anymore. So
no,
you can find yourself, really being quite, well, certainly in my case, I've found myself unfettered in terms of being angry, or horny, or whatever it is that's coming up. It just seems to just have its own,
now,
its own
Freddie,
life.
you're just showing off now. You've just labelled yourself as horny and angry. You know, and well, there's nothing more
No.
attractive, is there? You've just done it. I mean, that's whether you were trying to impress or not. No, it is. Well, it is.
Oh,
If you're not,
good.
if you're not, and if you're not trying to repress those things that we thought or we were conditioned that were wrong. Yeah, I mean, I will say, liberation for anger is that's worth talking about. Anger is completely natural, and I can't abide all the
Yeah.
spirituality that looks at anger as something to be, you know, oh, if you were spiritual enough, there wouldn't be any anger. No, you tread on a dog's tail and see if he gets angry.
Right.
Yeah,
I have
no,
a very angry cat, actually.
yeah, well, yeah, cats. Yeah, cats are constantly indignant. How dare you? I always think cats are always looking down their nose at me. Cats are constantly superior, aren't they?
Yes.
Um,
And they hold a grudge.
oh, they do. Yeah, dogs don't seem to. No,
Hmm.
dogs are incredibly forgiving, aren't they?
Yes. It just seems to just pass through them.
Yeah. Mm. I have just one thing
Anyway,
I'd say
lovely to
about.
see you,
Oh,
Tim.
and you, Freddie. And I'd say about
Yeah.
anger. If anger's expressed, I mean, it's instantly gone. I mean, it just the repression of anger. I mean, I don't know. Of course, I've got no idea, and it's just a story. But of course, repressed anger is so the body so wants to express it. It's it's painful for the body to have anger repressed. And
Mm.
I know I shouldn't say anything therapeutic, but one thing I would say is if there's a feeling of anger, then go and express it where you can do that as safely as without upsetting as many people as possible. Or if you need to upset people, then so be it. But just certainly express it. Just a good scream and a few expletives.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's just as therapeutic as
And
laughter. I think they're very similar. And the same with sorrow, with sobbing. It's and the thing is you can't just do it. I know. It's again, you don't have any choice, but there's nothing wrong with anger. There's nothing wrong with sorrow.
yes.
There's nothing wrong with
And
laughing at a funeral.
horniness.
There's nothing wrong with being horny at a funeral, like you are. Really. The inappropriate, or laughing at a funeral.
Right.
Yeah. Thanks, Freddie. Lovely to see you.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Laura raised her hand.
Laura. Hi, Laura.
Hi, Tim.
Hi.
Uh, um, so you just described that anger is not wrong and sorrow is not wrong, and then I would say also feeling this sense of uh, the how do we say that deathly seriousness is also not wrong in a way,
No. Oh, no.
because like being a mom is a game changer. I cannot say it differently. Like life was fairly doable in a way before becoming a mother.
Hmm.
And those it's like there's something like so many worries and sorrows, and it's coming from the depth of the tissues up
Yeah.
about the well-being of the kid. And
Hmm.
when the kid is not well, for whatever reason, it's hellish,
Yeah.
at least for this one here. Yeah. And I've realized that there is a constant belief in me that I should not feel the way I do. Like it comes up and immediately something says, no, no, you should not, you should be more humorous, you should take it more easy, blah, blah,
Which,
whatever.
oh, well, when you feel,
But I feel this worry and
the
seriousness and
the
deep concerns.
responsibility. Responsibility.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, responsibility is totally natural.
yeah,
And again, it's claimed by me. But the feeling of responsibility for children is utterly natural. And there's no doubt, generally, mothers feel that the most intensely.
yeah,
Now, I won't totally disrespect the fathers. Fathers feel it too.
yes.
Um, but I don't think generally not with the same intensity, though. That
Mhm.
it's all consuming. Right? I
Mhm.
don't doubt that virtually all mothers would give their life for their children, whereas some fathers would and some wouldn't.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
But I don't know that. That's just my guess. Um,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't. But the thing is, men do get a bad press. But you know, this sense of you would do anything to protect your children. No, I really think that's very innate human instinct. Fathers definitely have that too.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
Yes.
again, that's totally natural. That's nothing to do with me.
Hmm. Hmm.
I can't help but love my children more than your children.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous to say otherwise.
Yes. Yeah.
I always knew that as a teacher because I'd have all the children. Of course, the parents are giving me responsibility to look after their children as if they're mine, but there's no doubt they're not mine.
Mm.
And although I do care as best I can never care for them in the way that I would. There would not be the depth of feeling that there would be for my children. No,
Mm.
not at all. So yeah, it's not wrong. Absolutely not wrong. None of those feelings are wrong, Laura.
Yeah. Hmm. And there was another thing going on. Um, I am angry at certain, like let's say acquaintances from whom I expected some support in certain regards. And then there was this whole thing going on. Oh, first of all, you should be equanimous and not have ever expected anything from your friends. And secondly, now don't feel don't be angry about it. And then being here, talking, listening to you and Freddie talking about this healthy expression of anger, I feel like, oh yeah, thank you, thank you. It's like it's like a lid from a pressure cooker being lifted. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely, Laura. Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, I mean, yeah. Write a letter to them.
Say again, please.
It's a safe way of expressing. I'm very therapeutic today. Write a letter to who you're really angry with,
Oh yeah. Oh
and,
yeah.
and put all the explanation. No, really make it as hard as you could possibly. You
Yeah.
know, really
Yeah.
say it.
Yeah.
Really say it how you feel, completely, explicitly. Really make it even more so, and then burn it.
I will do that. That's a good idea. Yeah. Thanks. I love it. And you see, that's the freedom. It's so free that you, for example, can be therapeutic today. I mean, beautiful. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a nice little trick. It sort of tricks the mind into you've actually said it to them, because when I will say you need to handwrite it. There you go.
Yes. Yes.
You need the physical action of writing it.
Oh, yeah. And you got my fullest compassion and pity for having a man cold. I know it's a tough thing.
It's a terrible thing.
It is.
I feel better already.
That's good.
Thanks,
Okay.
Lauren.
Thanks.
Virgil.
Hey, Tim.
Hi, Virgil.
Sorry about your man flu, man.
Uh, you're a bit quiet. Have you?
Can you hear me now? Is that better?
It's a little bit quiet, but I think that'll be okay.
Yeah, let me see if I can get the and hopefully you can hear me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good. No, I said sorry about your man flu. Um, but I listened to a Zoom of yours. I think it was from Brussels. It could be introductions from Brussels or something. But
Right.
you said something that was interesting, where you had a period of neurosis, where everything was a potential threat, and it was dreadful. I guess this is before, this is when you were a me. Um, and I'm just curious to hear more about that.
You want to hear more of my misery, Virgil?
I do, Tim. I do. I know you have a flu, but yeah, come on, bring it on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can't help it. You're just a sadist, aren't you? I mean, Virgil, you can ask anyone and they'll tell you their sob story. It's fine. Mine's no more special than anyone
I'm sure
else's.
it is. I'm sure it is.
I can't remember what I said in that. Uh, it's
No,
only it's only
you,
2 weeks ago, but it's only a week ago.
yeah, no, you didn't know. You didn't elaborate, but I was just kind of curious.
Sorry, there was someone else. There was someone else speaking there. Was that Will?
Yeah, not sure.
Yes,
No,
I'm muted. I'm muted, Will.
Oh, okay. Um, be more specific, Fergal. What do you want to know?
no, I guess I was just asking. You just made the comment that there was a period of time in the life there where um, I guess it was severe neurosis where there was just fear of freaking everything, right?
Yeah,
Everything was a potential threat. And I guess that's the way the me um, thinks about life in many ways. It's never without threat
yeah,
or um, yeah, it's always glass half empty as opposed to half full, so to speak. Um, yeah, so I guess that would be
well,
the natural reality for a me when it's feeling like a me, right?
yeah. So I was like most people I know. I was a functioning neurotic. You
Mm,
know, it's what we call normal, really. I mean, it's not. It's the average self. The average self is just functionally neurotic enough, or not too neurotic that they can't function. Then, with occasional moments of neurosis, becomes too great, and there'll be
mhm,
a period of dysfunction, you could say, or breakdown, diagnosed as depression or anxiety.
mhm,
But it is all that, whatever self is threatened by. And so I would say my whole adult life was fluctuating between functional, and then there would be the anxiety, and the threats would get too much.
mm,
It was mostly for me, typically, I mean, again, very typical, was mostly fear of failure.
mm,
And so I'd go out in the world to be successful, engaging in a career and family and everything else that I might be seen as a successful self in doing so. Always with the fear that of not being good enough and being found out.
mm,
And what it felt like when I fell into despair would felt like I'd been found out.
mm.
And it was the most dreadful feeling.
Yeah.
I painted this cover story of being successful and happy and very functional, whilst underneath feeling like I was treading water but drowning.
Hmm.
That pretty sums up me.
Yeah, for sure. Um,
And
and,
the reason I speak about this is from compassion,
mm,
that there is no me that is treading water. This whole notion of having to keep my head afloat, otherwise I'll drown. There's no need to kick your legs at all.
yeah, and that's pretty apparent. That's pretty apparent in the day-to-day life. Yeah. Um, it's just interesting, something you said earlier, when you look in a mirror, you don't see, I don't know.
I don't.
Yeah,
Well, I don't see me.
right. Yeah, yeah.
I don't see someone else.
That's good.
Uh, it's not mystical. I mean, I see, and like I say, now when I look in the mirror, I'm the spitting image of my father when he was 64. So, of course, my image of myself is not being 64. So I see my father generally.
Interesting. Yeah, yeah.
And I think that's quite common as well.
It's funny you say that. Sometimes I think the same myself, Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. No, thanks. I just yeah,
Oh, thanks.
that was it.
Thanks, Virgil.
Cheers. Thanks, Tim.
Petra.
Hi, Tim.
Hi.
When you were talking about the invisibility, of course, then I thought, okay, if no one sees no one, but I try to apply again. So if that means if maybe someone else with whom I have to deal with, and what's really upsets me with this person, as there is no one and invisible, and it's all somehow. Is it all my mind stuff? What's happening? No, no one. Yeah, okay. It seems. um, You said before there's no me and this. I think that's my problem. It's this, but there's also me and this, and so I think, oh, if there's no one else, and then it must have to do with me.
Yeah. No, it's nothing to do with you.
Thank you.
No, I can say that with real confidence. None of it has anything to do with you.
Any kind of drama,
Nothing.
no one's fault.
No.
Bah.
So you've got no one. I mean, it is great because no one's guilty, but now you've got no one to blame, unfortunately.
Oh no, I don't want to blame anyone.
No,
It's
exactly.
just
But
don't want to be responsible.
freedom from blame is beautiful.
Yes, it is.
It's tragic because there's no, there's no justice. So if you've lived a life where justice and a just world, everyone getting their just desserts, if you've grown up with that as a powerful conditioning, this can
I'm not.
feel. I mean, we all have to a degree.
Okay.
I mean, I'd be amazed if anyone hasn't had quite a lot of that. This notion of fairness, and that if someone behaves badly, I mean, that's why karma is very popular, because it suggests that
No,
even if you don't,
I was
even
in
if you
that
don't get
company
punished.
for quite some years.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people who are still they're involved in non-duality, or they're listening to it, but they can't let go of this notion that there must be some there must be some justice.
Yeah. No,
And
it's more
of course there isn't at all.
if I have a friend who said, "Yeah, you have to fight for us," and I think, no, I can't. I mean, how can I fight for our relationship, or for that, for our love, or whatever?
No.
It doesn't work anymore. But nevertheless, there seem to be consequences, and I'm afraid of these consequences. Of course, in the past, I really got crazy when the consequences that that we split up. Yes, I know it's. I can't fight for anything. That's clear. But there are really really strong patterns. I'm afraid of they. Yeah, that crazy
Of course,
again.
it's absolutely natural that there would be fear of. But that's just pretending. If you didn't, then you know what would happen. Of course,
Yeah, that's true.
it's all completely unknown, and then, I mean, absolutely nothing is going to happen. But in the story, no one knows
Yeah.
how the story ends, how the story goes.
I'm
And
sure it's like that.
but
It can't be any other way.
it's just that what you're doing, if you leave a relationship, then what happens is the illusion of security, of knowing where I'm going or what my life will be, that goes. And so you're left with the actual reality, which is I've no idea what's going to happen, which is always the truth.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm scared of that. But the other person, this so-called other person seems to know very good what's going to happen, and I'm getting kind of confused. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I guarantee you they don't know what's going to happen.
No, they don't know.
No.
You're a very good
lovely?
therapist this night.
Isn't that unconditional love that no one knows what's going to happen?
I'm so happy no one knows what's going to happen.
I mean,
It's such a relief.
That's the great equality.
Mm.
Now, most people will tell you they do know, at least to some degree, and some people will say it with certainty. Well, that's only to make them feel more secure. That's all. That's all. No other reason at all.
Yeah, I see that. Thank you, Tim.
Oh, thank you. Well, thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming. Thanks for Michael. Thanks to Michael for co-hosting. And lovely to see you all. Thanks for everyone who contributed.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.